Everyone, welcome to Pilates Therapy. My name is Sylvia. Today's little snack, I'm going to do a little beginner's taste. I'm going to do a few parts to this so then you can see some basic exercises or principles that might get you going if you're new to Pilates. Doesn't necessarily mean that it will be easy for your body, especially if you're not used to doing these sorts of exercises. You certainly can feel it in your different muscles and joints, but you might start feeling what Pilates can start doing for your body and why so many people in the world enjoy Pilates. So I'm just going to get you to start down on the floor. And if need be, you can always do some of these things lying on the couch or lying on the bed. It's not as good, I don't find, because it's not as supported. But if you can't get down to the floor and you want to just get started, you can do some of these basic principles while you're lying in your bed. Okay, but you're going to come down, you're going to come onto the mat. And just lie there, knees are bent. They're about hip width apart, so just nice and comfortable. And we're just going to start some breathing. Breathing is quite important in the way that it's good to get deep breaths and start slowing things down and really becoming mindful. I'm not the sort of teacher that will tell you to inhale or exhale at certain points. What I do talk about is not holding your breath through exercises. So you will know if you are moving as you are moving. It's better for you to be exhaling or inhaling. Most people find exhaling works better, but everyone is different. So I'm not going to tell you when to inhale or exhale, just to make sure that you continue breathing. So maybe have one hand on your stomach, one on your chest. Start breathing in through your nose. And then out through your mouth. So nice and slow, get as deeper breaths as you can. Hold it for a little while if you can, and then exhale. So we're just getting that mindfulness going. And I want you to think about those deep breaths as you exercise. So in, feel your lungs filling, then being empty. So try and fill them up as tight as you can and then empty them as much as possible. Okay. So now just keep on doing those nice deep breaths as we get going. What I want you to imagine next is that you have a bowl of water sitting on your stomach. Okay, this bowl of water, we're going to try and tip out between our legs. So you're curling up, you're getting an arch under your back as you're tipping that water forward. Okay, it's like arching. And then I want you to try and bring that bowl to being center. Okay, then bring your bottom off. So you're tipping that bowl of water up this way. Come back down, level, and then arch. Okay, so you've got the arch in your back. You can roll a blueberry underneath. Okay, and water's going that way. Then you're coming and you're bringing your water bowl to your chest. And you're squishing that blueberry and bringing your bottom off a little bit. And then the other side. So nice deep breaths while you're doing it. The reason that I'm getting you to do this is that quite often when we do exercises, I will talk about having your back flat on the mat, okay? So we're squashing those blueberries, but we're not lifting our bottom off. We're in that in-between. So push your water out, arch. Those blueberries are going out. As you bring that bowl back to level, your back goes flat, your arch is flat. Okay, it's not the extreme where your bowl is going the other way and your bottom is coming up a little bit. It's that in between. Okay, you feel like your entire back is flattening into that mat. Okay, Some people can't get rid of that arch completely, and that's fine. You are just trying to get that arch flat as much as you can, okay, especially when we're in this lying on our back position. So get nice and comfortable now. Hands are now down onto the mat, okay. We're going to now do an articulated bridge. So we're going to bring our bottom up. So that bowl of water, you're tipping, but you're going to keep on tipping. So you're going to start bringing your bottom completely off. And you're going to come up as high as you can feel. You can come up on towards those shoulders. And then you're going to roll back down. You're going to feel like you're a banana skin. You're pulling that off and it's curling, or a zipper, okay? And then you're back to flat. Come back up. Curling up. And rolling back down. Back when I first started, they used to talk about having your vertebra curl down one vertebra at a time. Okay, so it's just that, bringing it up slowly. And I find I don't do articulated bridges very often anymore, but if I have a bit of an achy back, I find an articulated bridge is actually quite a nice feeling of getting that rounded feeling. I'm going to go back to that nice flat. Okay, I'm going to bring our hands behind our head. So this is another little bit of a principle. Okay, when you are going to be lifting your head off, there are two different ways that we can do this. We can do a chest lift or a crunch. But the main focus is that we don't pull our head up with our hands. Your hands are just there and you've got them interlaced behind the base of your head. Your hands are there to support your head, not to pull on it. Your hands are a hammock and your head is your body, and it's just lying in there. So I want you to just bring your head and chest up and shine your chest to the ceiling, up and down. So we're not pulling, our head is just resting. Okay, bring it up. And that's our chest lift. Then we're going to change that to a crunch. So instead of just lifting it straight up, we are going to bring our chin to our chest, and it's like we're curling up the opposite way to what we were doing before. Okay, so chin to chest, we're squeezing in as much as we can, and we're looking towards our belly button between our legs, and roll back down. Coming back up. So while we're doing these crunches, you can feel, okay, your core is starting to be engaged. Okay, it is not easy if you're not used to it. But remember, that head is in your hands for support. And breathe. Don't hold your breath. And last one. And back down. Okay, we're going to now just do a combination. So we're going to do our chest lift with an ankle tap. So chest lift is when we just shine straight up to the sky. We're going to reach out with our right hand. We're going to sweep that hand along the ground. We're going to try and tap our ankle. Bring that hand back and come around and tap the other ankle. Now, I'm only doing a few reps of each one. You can always put me on pause and do a few reps, especially if you repeat this video. You might decide that you want to just keep on doing some of these. You can come up and down through your chest lift. So you can come up, shine. I find if you're starting that's better just to do one and then bring your head and chest. And you might only have your head and chest up a little bit, so it depends on how far you are going. Then we're going to do an add-on for our chest crunch. Okay, so the crunch was when we curl up and we look between our legs. So curl up. Then I want you to bring your body over. So your elbow is heading towards your opposite knee. So right elbow is coming towards your left knee, and bring yourself down. Come up, crunch over and over. We're doing that rotation. You might see that I am breathing. You'll be able to see that I'm doing those big, deep breaths in and out and come back down. Our hands are now coming down to rest down on the side. We're going to go into some toe taps. Okay, so when we're doing this, we want to be thinking about our back being nice and melted and flat into the floor. Some people like holding onto their hips because it's all about moving just those legs. Okay, so we're going to start with one side at a time. So we're going to lift our right leg up and then bring it down. We're just doing that one side. Deep breaths. Okay, and you're making sure that you're not rocking. So it's only your leg that is moving. And that's what we quite often do in Pilates. We move one thing and hold the other bits nice and still. Bring that down. And then we're going to do the other one. So get that, make sure that you're nice, you've got that position again, nice and melted into the mat. Lift up and down. We work slow and steady. We try and keep the same speed going up as going down. Okay. So there are our toe taps, and then we're going to go into knee floats. Okay. So we're going to do our knee is coming out, so rolling onto that foot, and your knee is heading out towards the floor. Now, again, you need to make sure that everything is flat and the back stays on the mat. You don't want to be rolling as that knee comes to the floor, okay? If you are, don't bring your knee out so far. And you might find that as you do it, you might be able to get a little bit further without moving because so you've got that extra mobility or flexibility through your hips. The other thing to remember is this other leg stays still, okay? A lot of people, as they're doing it, your legs, both legs want to move, or it might follow. It depends, everybody's body is different. Some people's legs follow the other one. So everything is still except for that side, and then we swap sides. This one comes out. And last one. Okay. Then bring those hands back down the side. We're going to do a normal bridge. Okay, so last time at the beginning of the class, we did the articulated bridge where we curl our spine. When we do a normal bridge, instead of doing that curl, we actually just lift straight up. So it's straight back up and straight back down, okay? I usually try and have the heels a little bit closer, okay? But you can work out where it is that your feet want to be. I find that to begin with, having them up a little bit closer to your bottom is a bit easier. Bring that waistband up, coming up onto those shoulders. Don't go all the way so you've got that arch, it's that in between. So you've got that sort of planky sort of shape. But play around with where your feet are, okay? So maybe step them out and see how does that feel in my body as I lift my waistband up and bring that down. One more here. Bring it up and back down. And that is the end of part one of some beginner exercises. Just going through a couple of different principles so then you get used to where your spine might need to be and thinking about our breath, not in the way of being told when to breathe, but to make sure that you are breathing as you're doing the exercises and you're mindful. It helps you sort of internalize and sort of come into your body and think about what you are actually doing and not thinking about the to-do list that's that you've got to get done. Then there's that flattening of the back. So using that bowl of water technique and trapping that blueberry, squishing that blueberry, but not bringing the bottom off. And then moving one part of your body and having the rest still. It's just a couple of little principles that a lot of Pilates instructors like to do, and we quite often don't talk about it. So if you are new to Pilates, this might be a good starting point before you get onto some other classes where I might not go through some of those things. So if you enjoy this and you would like to know some more, please like and subscribe. If you subscribe, that means that you will get a little blue dot next to my channel, and you'll get a little reminder if I posted something else. So you better see all the public videos that I have. If you would like to do some classes later on, you can let me know, email me, message me, make comment, and I will be able to maybe let you know how to do some on-demand classes. I hope you enjoy this. Maybe see, as I said, subscribe, and then you can see the other videos that I'm going to be putting over the next few weeks. Okay, thank you. Bye.